So, did Karlie, when it comes to Karlie's disappearance, I question domestic violence. If there were any domestic violence within the home during the time when she went missing. Because, see, her father, when it comes to, when was that? The situation back February 2021, Karlie, her father, a domestic violence dispute between Karlie's father and Karlie's stepmother, right? That sort of thing. See, some people wouldn't ask that. They will say, no, leave the father out of it. He's, grieving, stepmother grieving. No, you in fact want to question. Because if there's ever a situation that come up a few years after or so later, where some type of domestic dispute or something that goes on in the home, that sort of thing can in fact point to a person's disappearance. The father, right? It could even point to the stepmother. One or the two, as in them knowing, not just having something to do with her disappearance, but them knowing. Sometimes family holds secrets, and even that can lead to domestic violence or something, right? You might know, well, Karlie left, even a person leaving, right? Say going missing, disappearance, right? Say if she left on her own accord, right? That situation, even that can tear up homes, because sometimes even family keeps secrets, and even that can lead to domestic violence, disputes, and all the rest within the home. Like, subscribe, ID in the Discovery channel. Yes, ID in the Discovery channel. The links are provided below. Get that Discovery Go app as well as an ID Go app. You might want to get those two things, combine them, make them into one. And I'm a Discovery influencer. But yes, you can't, how some tell me, well, don't ask that, don't question that. No, that needs to be questioned. Because to know there's fighting going on within the home is to say even some of that fighting could stem from her being missing. That's why you ask. People have gone missing, and even that has turned to situations where the others left behind in the home turn against one another. Yeah, some people don't know that disappearance does play a part, because that individual was a part of the home. They were a part of the household, and so them going missing has an overall effect on how the household is even ran, right? Her father was charged. That occurred earlier this year. Her father was charged for domestic violence. Right. So Karlie was reported missing on October 13th, 2018. It was her family who reported her missing. When Karlie was seen, she was seen at their family residence during the pre-dawn hours, right? She left the family's home, and then Karlie was last seen by eyewitnesses as she walked south 30 yards of Highway 6 and 100 yards south of Sierra View Road. Yeah, you never want to say, well, don't ask why the father had the domestic violence dispute. No, you want to ask that sort of things. And smart people would ask that sort of thing. Because if there were ever a fight, see, people have been known to fight in home. A person get involved or try to stop the fight or something like that, and it ends up where a person gets knocked in the face or something, or knocked down. Not saying that could have been her situation. It more than likely was not, right? But when there's domestic violence involved in home, if it occurred, there's young individuals sometimes that get involved in that. They get involved in it. Stepmother fighting with father fighting with stepmother, right? And the young individual gets involved, and something happens where there's bodily damage or bodily harm to them, right? And then next thing you know, they're missing. But to know that there were eyewitnesses that said that they seen her, right? That's to say there's another situation that played out. But again, even in her going missing, could be why her father, you know, got charged with domestic violence. Not him pertaining to the situation. I'm just saying, once your child goes missing, how was your mindset before they went missing? How was your mindset after they went missing? Because if them going missing turns you into a volatile person, it's to say them being missing is now affecting your personality. Your child going missing is now affecting your personality, where now you're becoming, where you're damaging things or acting out towards other people, right? So, yeah, that whole household has to be questioned before she left. You're going to scope it as in how was the household being ran by all the people within the home before she left, as well as after she left. Could the stepmother be violent? How was the actual interaction between the stepmother and everyone else in the house? Because sometimes it's not always a father that is just being violent. Sometimes it's the interaction between even the other spouse that's the issue, that can lead to a person becoming violent. Could that stepmother have played a part in the disappearance of Karlie? It was said that she laid down with Karlie. I guess Karlie got high or something like that, and she laid in the bed next to her to make sure that she was okay. But how was the stepmother's interaction with even Karlie, right? Because if there were ever an issue between the stepmother and Karlie, that's enough to even make a father become violent years later, right? I'm asking that because even Karlie's mother questioned the stepmother. Karlie's mother felt that Karlie might have had a drug overdose, right? And the stepmother may or may not have knew or is withholding information, right? So that sort of thing could lead to a stepfather acting out even years later, even before, right? The whole household is questionable pertaining to someone in that home knows something. And they could even know why she left, if she left, and was seen walking down near highway or whatever the situation pertaining to her walking around, right? Eyewitnesses and what they seen, right? Sometimes eyewitnesses accounts are correct, sometimes eyewitnesses accounts are not correct, and even that stands in question. Was she really seen, or did she ever leave the home? Did she not leave the home? And could that have led to a domestic violence dispute between her father and her stepmother? Because all these secrets and all the rest in between does affect the in-home relationship between people that, are together or sharing a home and all the rest, right? That sort of thing does play out. But she's still missing, so something, there's something wrong there. What would make someone want to leave at her age? No one seen her get into any vehicle as she walked along. The eyewitness accounts. Did anyone see Karlie get into any vehicles? Is that why she's still missing? Right? When people leave their homes and they go missing, right? What could be various reasons? I mean, we all question that. Well, why, if she left, why did she leave in the beginning? If your home life is all this and that, right? Good. Why leave? If my home life is going good, why would I leave? Some people leave for personal problems, over personal problems, no longer wanting to be around family. But some people leave because there's in-home issues. And that's what I question. So investigationdiscovery.com, the ID logo stands in the far left corner. Live now, dead silent. Because would someone her age leave if there's domestic violence within the home? During the time when she went missing, could there have been? Would that be a reason why she would have left? And then the story just kind of goes all downhill after then, right? New episodes. To gain access is to provide who you're subscribed to. You would in fact have access to that. Unlocked episodes. To receive an audio-visual preview is to click the play button. You would in fact receive that sort of thing. I was looking at this thing on my screen on the side. ID Go Original Series. Recommended for you. Shouts out to Lieutenant Joe Kenda as well as Paula. To receive a newsletter from Investigation Discovery is to type your email address in and click next, and you would in fact receive that. So let me know what you think and feel about the video. Who do you think is responsible for Karlie's disappearance, and what do you think could have went right or wrong within the home and her going missing? So dear viewers, let me know what you feel about that. May you enjoy your day. I will in fact enjoy mine, and I'm gone for now. 1.